bad. Nothing bothering you. It's all heaven over there.
It is.
It's all heaven over there. Ben, what's bothering you this week, bud?
Dude, I have a professional therapist and he has a hard time.
Yeah, it is. It's hard, you know. But I'm just trying to get better at my craft, you know.
I
And that's not
drinking.
stand-up,
I quit
it's actually
drinking.
therapy.
Any suggestions for quitting drinking? NA beer.
Okay, yeah. Beer that's, what is it, 0.00021%?
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Does it taste like beer?
Oh yeah.
Well, I beg to differ, you know. Beer has that hoppy flavor to it. I bet that stuff is just kind of, I don't know, flavored water. The vandalism here in Medford's getting pretty bad lately. As if anybody has noticed, there's people spray painting nonsense on the side of buildings everywhere. Like there's this guy Lyric who has no artistic ability, just crudely writes the word lyric on every building in Medford. And there's one artist that I see around that stands out, and they have fantastic art. More like murals, really. They understand shading and color, and they just choose to write the word slut.
Yep.
Like right now, you can drive around Medford and find the word slut beautifully written on the side of a building. It's absolutely gorgeous. But there's one tag for me that's my favorite. I see it around, and it simply reads Veronica. Okay? I'm like, there's got to be one of three scenarios behind this one. First scenario, Veronica is a punk rock chick, and she's lacing up her chucks and she's ready to cause anarchy for the city of Medford. Second option, Veronica is a drug lord. Okay? She has sent her cronies out to mark her turf because only Veronica sells the cocaine here in Medford. If you want cocaine, you call Veronica. The number's conveniently right under this tag, right there in quotes. Third, and probably my favorite option, it's just a fella missing his lady. He's like, Veronica, I swear to God, I will spray paint your name on the side of every dumpster and closed Wendy's in the downtown Medford area until you realize how much I miss you, Veronica. Like, come back to me, man. Like, I miss you, the kids miss you. Veronica! Veronica. I miss her though. You know, like if I'm being honest, she's a fantastic lady. Are you guys ready to keep this show rolling? We got 3 more comics coming up. If you guys are willing to sit through it. Okay? Our next comic coming up, I'm gonna butcher his name. Are you guys ready? This is my first time announcing for this guy, so let's sound it out. Ben Villegas. Huh? No?
Villegas.
Villegas! Alright, damn, I fucked that up. I knew it! You know what? I sounded it out. That's a bad idea in Spanish. Alright, give it up.
Hello, I'm Ben, and as you guys can see, I'm decked out in my own merch. I own B9 Productions. Shout out to myself. I'm recording it, gonna edit it later. It's all one-man production, and then I have a team when I need them. But Nick and I both have human communication degrees. You guys already told, but you know, it really was interesting to, the last show I went to, I was talking about me being Hispanic. And then another comic comes up and says, hey, leave it to the whitest guy in the room to teach you about your own ancestry. And I'm like, okay. But that's literally what I did at Humboldt State. I learned about Mexico's cultures, revolutions, history from white teachers. They all spoke Latin and spoke Spanish, but neither one was of that origin. But it was still really neat, and I'm really well educated, and I have a dream of capturing cultural and just experiences, and I love travel, and Mexico is everywhere. I'm literally at a rodeo right now that's a Mexican rodeo, and amazing. Great people, fun time. It's a great environment. I work in Southern Oregon because there's a bigger Hispanic community. Nick, you were in Mount Shasta the other day. How many Mexicans or black people did you see?
It was just a small.
If you would have been in Weed, diverse town right there. Weed, California, a little bit of everybody. Portuguese, Italian, Mexicans. They're all in separate neighborhoods like the game of life, but they're there.
Yeah, basically New York City.
So how long do we got up here? I'm just up here giving it my best. So you guys may have heard it earlier, but I asked the gentleman serving at the bar, I'm like, hey, non-Samoan, what's your ethnicity? He's like, Native American. I'm like, okay. But you get that a lot, right? Because you're huge and brown. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I get it too. Whenever I meet people at a bar, you guys already know I get pretty loud. I'm not even drinking. I quit 2 months ago. I'm just this way. When I drink, I get even louder. Saving that for my wedding. It'll be in 6 months from when I quit. So it'll be a cheap date. I'll get drunk real quick. So, shut up, Nick. Oh, you made me lose my train of thought. What can I tell you guys?
Whispered anything.
So when I meet people at bars, they always come up to me and they say, hey, you're so big, you have to be Samoan. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry to not fit your stereotype, but I'm actually Mexican. My parents were both born in Mexico. So they're like, nah, you're not Mexican, or you're not Mexican, you're Samoan. I'm like, okay, dude, sure, I'm Samoan. What's your name? Benigno Eduardo Villegas. Okay, you're Mexican. So, you know, I come up here and I tell you guys about my experiences. Oh, my daddy's calling me. He went hunting. I'm a junior. I'm a junior. Benign Senior is my dad. And Big Ben is actually the younger one. Little Ben is only like 5'6" and $160. That is my father. My mom's only a little bit shorter. She's 5'4" and about 180. But my grandparents were tall, good-looking, light-skinned Spaniards, and then one Indian. That one Indian, my favorite grandfather, fucked me. No, you know, the other day we were at the beach and we were tanning. I was swimming around in the water and I happened to gain color. But my fiance is very fair skinned. She's German and a couple other trashy European countries, and then French and Mexican. So, you know, there's some culture there. But she is very fair skinned, blue eyes, very beautiful. And she's out on this inner tube, so she's fully out of the water. And she gets this sunburn, and yes, today she was supposed to join me. But yesterday she woke up and her chest is still burnt. I took off my shirt and all you see is a little bit of peeling and then just this beautiful brown skin coming in. I'm like, all right, I got it. I got nephews. One of them is blue-eyed and really light skinned. My lightest skinned sister had a white little baby. Gorgeous. Can't be in the sun. His little brother is a little bit younger but has like greenish hazel eyes and he's a little bit darker. He doesn't burn. My son and my other nephew are darker than me, and those guys are in the sun all day long, every day, and never have an issue. So we know who the farmers are, right? A little bit of everything. The women in the house, the farmers in the outside. And my family literally divides like that. All the females are lighter skinned, all the males are darker. And I'm apparently Samoan, even though I come from a Mexican family. Whenever people see me speak Spanish, because I do security, and they're like, how does a big Samoan speak Spanish? I'm like, my family's Mexican. They're like, oh, you're adopted. Why won't you accept I am not Samoan? I love Samoa. I got brown brothers all over the place. Brown people are literally everywhere in the world. Big Al from the backyard. Another Samoan-looking fellow, but he's from Europe somewhere. Turkey. Thank you. So, you know, there's people from all places with different cultures, different backgrounds, and I'm not a stereotype. I'm sorry to admit that. But the only stereotype I meet is like the token. I'm not afraid to say it, and the reason I like comedy is I can come up here and just let it all loose. So that's about all I got. Thank you guys for hearing me out. And this is only my second time with like a rehearsed one. First time I did stand-up was actually with this Nick. That Nick I just met. But I've been trying to get more stunts in. And Nick he did stand up on Saturday, and then the guy that was hosting quit, and I was just there when he quit, to where I'm like, human communication major, I'll do it. I'm like, I don't have prepared material, but I came up here and said everything I said to you, and it went wonderfully. I had a captive audience, Nick, everybody, we had a big audience. We really enjoyed it. It was a really amazing way to start. First time on stage performing comedy, and it was a blast. Thank you guys for being here. Not a huge crowd, but interactive. Thank you. Thank you. Nick, get up there and complete
Give
this
it up
next
for
sandwich.
Oh yeah. Man, sunburns though, like being a fair-skinned individual myself, also a large individual, I don't like summer. I'm very uncomfortable for the next 3 months. And when I do get a sunburn, I get like blisters. So I look like a creature from The Last of Us. Just like a boil coming out of my neck. People are running down the street like, what the hell is that? You know, like, it's bad out here. So I get what you're saying, man. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Yeah, we like it. He's actually the co-host of this open mic. He'll be here next week doing his thing. Give it up for Nic Meyer, everybody.
Yeah, Nick Sandwich for B9.
Keep it going for our host, Nick Lanier, please. This is a cool thing we got going. I hope we can capture, a little bit more of an audience than the Real Housewives of Medford, but I really appreciate you guys being here. You filming season 2 here this summer, or what are we doing? Oh yeah, you guys have been great. I appreciate you sticking around. You have more pressure on you than you probably should. Everybody's staring you down like, give me something. So yeah, so I appreciate y'all being in the audience this week. Bridget and I have done it before, where it's just her eye and some alcoholic in the corner who keeps showing us body parts. It's like, okay. No security tonight? Okay. So since you're getting the VIP show over here, do you want to hear my new stuff that probably sucks first, or do you want to hear the stuff that tried and true and I know it sucks?
Classics.
The sucky stuff first that I know sucks, that I've already done before? Okay, well we'll do new stuff later. So my name is Nic Meyer. If you're wondering how to spell that, because you want to follow me on Instagram, it's spelled M-E-I-E-R, not like the lemon, which is with the Y. But I am a lot like the fruit. If you ask my mom, she's like, yeah, when he was a baby, we'd run our fingers on him. We'd be like, oh my God, he has nubs and bumps in all the wrong places. He's like a lemon. Too many mobs in the crowd, okay? That one's not going to go over. If you ask my dad, he would say, yeah, he's sour inside. He's just like a lemon. If you ask my girlfriend, she'd say, yeah, he's a lot like a lemon. If you put him inside your mouth, you're going to make a funny face and then spit out a seed. So that one, again, too many moms in the crowd. It could be their daughter that I'm talking about. Not good. But I know you. You're just like all the rest. You'd squeeze my juice out and put my rind to the side when you're done with me. Just like a lemon, okay? All women are the same. And you, I don't think are any different. I can smell it. It smells like lemon zest. See, I told you it sucks. This material sucks. I'm from Michigan. That's why I'm shaped like this. The other two gentlemen, I'm not sure what your excuse is, but I think we should all start hitting the proprietary meth that they mix up in this area to try to give us the diet that everybody else has. Not sure how we're going to keep the girlish figure, but...
I want to keep my teeth, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you got your own business. You can probably afford it here pretty soon, so get that meth going. I know I'm dressed a little bit weird. You should wear pants on stage for sure, and definitely no open-toed shoes. This is just open mic. But I wanted to look like what I feel like in the inside, my spirit animal, which is a substitute teacher who found mushrooms and was never heard from again. So that's how I got up here. Thank you very much. So it's a surprise to you that nobody mistakes me for my ethnicity ever, which is not really, I don't know what it is, but they don't really call it German though, they just say neo-Nazi. I look like a neo-Nazi to them, so that's a little bit more insulting.
You're the image of the perfect person?
If this is what he was designing, Jesus Christ. It's even more scary than what people put in my mind when they say I was created in the Lord's image. That's what everybody said in the religious community. You got nothing wrong with you, you're created in the Lord's image. Like, if the Lord looks like a fucking human hard-boiled egg from the waist up, then we got some problems when we get to heaven, ladies and gentlemen. Not a very sexy place up there. I've been losing weight though, trying to swim down. I read an article that said every 10 pounds you lose a half inch to your, or you gain a half inch to your penis. So I've been out there running and going to saunas a lot. Ben's in there. But the only thing getting bigger on my body are my nipples. Those are really kind of getting some extra length, which is unfortunate. I look like an uncooked Papa Murphy's pizza if I were to take my shirt off right now. I don't know if we have any charcuterie board fans in the room, but if you were, let's say you're preparing a charcuterie board for your friends, and you got out a fresh roll of salami. There's like the two crimped ends with like the metal piece, and they're all dehydrated and weird, and you cut that part off and discard it. You don't even give it to the dog because it's so weird looking. Well, it didn't end up in a landfill or something. It ended up right here at the end of my tits. So I will spare you from the image any further, even though I know we have an imaginative crowd. Nick already said. But yeah, I'm German, and I know after World War II they started taking all the tear ducts out of babies' eyes, but I was somehow got under the radar. I have overactive tear ducts. It's not really a medical condition. It's just kind of like an inconvenient thing. I tear up every time I yawn really badly. Has anybody else experienced that in their lives?
Right now.
You're gonna make me fucking feel, yeah, when something's really boring and you hear crickets.
I haven't slept, dude. I got like 3 hours.
But you still get energy for heckling, so why don't you fuck off right here, right now. All right, B9 Productions, everybody. Created by a jackass. Here we go. Have free advertising. Drinking 3 O'Douls. And you're so loud. Yeah, I'm glad you addressed that though. Yeah. The guy who seems drunk but isn't drunk. Yeah. Just needs attention really bad. So we, where was I at there, Disruptor? Yeah, I'll do one more, Nick.
Tear ducts. Tear ducts.
Yeah. I tear up all the time, and I did it in Michigan. With the worst that would happen there is I would be called like, you know, a pussy or a worse, you know, a Democrat or something like that. You know, they'd really rip on me, really kind of bring out the big guns when I was tearing up. But I'd explain to them every time, like, no, I'm not really crying. I mean, tears are coming to my eyes, but I don't know what it is. I yawn and I tear up, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever. So I've been used to that my entire life. But I got off the way meeting / business meeting. Thank you very much, and I'll be back next time with none of that material. Okay, thank you guys. See you later.
Nick Meyer, everybody. All right, we've come to the end of the road.